Hi, Crystal. Why so happy?
Hey, Dan. Well, it's my favorite time of year.
Yeah, summer vacation.
No, Dan, it's open enrollment time, for benefits.
Crystal, you're unbelievable. What's so exciting about open enrollment?
Well, it's the one time during the year that you can change your benefit choices or add dependents.
Really? What happens if I don't have changes to make or dependents to add?
But open enrollment is when you find out what's new in benefits, so you can be sure you've made the right choices. Things change, and your benefit choices should too.
So is anything changing or new?
Yes, Dan. You have a new medical plan called the Local Plus Plan. The new medical plan may be right for many employees if they learn how it works.
Okay, what about the HMO?
It's not changing, and Green Dot will still pay for it. And the PPO plan has a new name, the Open Access PPO plan.
Why the new Local Plus plan?
Well, employees said they wanted a simple plan, like the HMO, but with more flexibility in choosing healthcare services.
Nice. How does the Local Plus plan compare to the other two options?
Well, it's all in the Connecting with You benefits guide and the summary of benefits and coverage, but I'll show you. Let's start with how eligible expenses are covered. The HMO plan pays expenses from in-network providers only, but you must have a referral from your primary care physician. The Local Plus plan pays expenses from in-network providers only, but you don't need a primary care physician or referral to go to a specialist, therapist, urgent care center, clinic, or hospital. You go to any in-network provider and the plan covers eligible expenses. Just keep in mind that if you use an out-of-network provider, you are responsible for the cost as the plan only covers charges from in-network doctors and facilities. So, if you regularly see out-of-network providers, you might want to consider the Open Access PPO plan, which covers both in-network and out-of-network expenses.
So it's a good idea to be sure your doctor is in the network.
Yes, always check that your provider is in the Cigna network to avoid paying the cost of out-of-network charges. In fact, because each plan has its own network, you should check if your doctor is in the network before you enroll. Go to Cigna.com and use this summary to navigate the online process for finding a doctor.
So what do I pay if I need medical care?
The HMO and Local Plus plans pay benefits from day one. No deductible to meet first. Your cost is a copay. Go to a doctor's office, therapist, or urgent care center and pay a $10 copay per visit.
Okay, what about the Open Access PPO plan?
Well, it's different. You pay a deductible first, then the plan pays 90% of most covered expenses. For some expenses, you don't have to meet the deductible first, you just have a copay. A $10 copay applies to each visit to a doctor or therapist, and a $50 copay applies each time you use an urgent care facility.
What's the maximum I would pay out of pocket during the year?
In the HMO plan and the Local Plus plan, it's $1,500 per person up to the family maximum of $4,500. In the Open Access plan, it's higher, $2,000 per person up to the family maximum of $6,000. After you reach these limits, the plan pays 100% of your covered expenses, except prescription drug copays for the rest of the plan year.
Are preventive care checkups covered at 100%?
Yes. The plan covers eligible preventative care services from in-network providers at 100%, no deductible.
What if I have to go to an emergency room?
The HMO and Local Plus plans cover emergency room visits at 100%, after you pay a $50 copay. In the Open Access plan, you pay a $100 copay and the plan pays 90% after the deductible is met. All three plans waive the copay if you're admitted to the hospital.
What about prescription drugs?
No changes. Same benefits for all three plans.
Wow, the Local Plus plan sounds good. How do paycheck contributions compare?
Green Dot pays for the HMO plan for you and eligible dependents. The Local Plus plan costs less than the Open Access plan. The costs are on the rate sheet.
So which plan is best for me?
Dan, that's really your decision. Think ahead to the healthcare services you'll need over the next 12 months. Then, spend a few minutes with the Connecting with You benefits guide and summary of benefits and coverage to compare your cost under each plan. Whether your doctor is in the network is also a factor to consider. Keep in mind that each plan has a different network.
Do I still have the option to waive coverage and have $75 a month added to my paycheck?
Yes.
What about dental benefits?
You have 3 options for dental benefits: the dental HMO or DHMO plan and 2 PPO plans, the Core PPO plan and the Core Plus PPO plan. You are automatically enrolled in the DHMO plan at no cost to you, and you can add your dependents at no cost if you enroll before the deadline.
3 plans? What's the difference?
Well, actually, there's a video that compares the options.
What else is changing?
Nothing. You still have free vision benefits for you and your eligible dependents if you enroll them by the deadline.
Should I look into more life insurance?
Why not? It's hard to beat these group rates. You already have Green Dot paid basic life and accidental death insurance equal to 1 times your salary up to $200,000. But you can buy additional life insurance for yourself and cover your dependents.
What about the AFLAC benefits?
You can enroll in AFLAC benefits that pay you cash during a short-term disability or after a personal accident, if you're hospitalized, are diagnosed with cancer or a critical illness, and for intensive care. The best way to get information on AFLAC benefits is to contact the AFLAC agent at this number or email address.
Okay, how do I enroll?
Go to the Ceridian enrollment site before the deadline. Really, Dan, it won't take you long to enroll. But it's the only opportunity to choose or change benefits for the next 12 months, unless you get married or have another type of status change.
That's important to know. I'm going to my computer now. Thanks, Crystal.
See you later, Dan.